planning to file an amended complaint in their lawsuit against Justin Baldoni and others.
The same tactic that they're doing over and over again of trying to manipulate the courts to get what they want.
Parties, of course, meeting for the first time in court today. It was about a 90-minute hearing.
The shocking legal drama unfolds. Hollywood has seen its fair share of jaw-dropping scandals, but this one, it's on a whole new level. What started as a legal dispute between two of the industry's biggest names, Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively, has spiraled into a courtroom showdown filled with deception, betrayals, and legal bombshells that no one saw coming. And just when you thought the dust had settled, Baldoni secured a game-changing victory, dealing a devastating blow to Lively's case. But how did it all come to this? How did a once-friendly industry relationship turn into an all-out legal war? And most importantly, what does this ruling mean for both stars going forward? Buckle up, because we're about to take you inside the courtroom for every dramatic twist, shocking revelation, and strategic move that left Lively's legal team scrambling for survival. Blake Lively's legal team pushes for more time and gets shut down. As the case heated up, Blake Lively's legal team made a desperate attempt to buy more time. They had already been granted an extension until February 14th, but instead of preparing for battle, they returned to court asking for even more time, pushing for a new deadline of March 5th. But Judge Lyman wasn't having it. The court had already given them a fair chance to present their arguments, and this last-minute attempt to delay the proceedings only raised suspicions. Lively's legal team claimed they needed additional witnesses, including actress Jenny Slate, to testify against Baldoni. Slate, a longtime friend and supporter of Blake, had initially stood by her side, even releasing a statement defending Lively against what she called baseless attacks. Yet when it came time to actually take the stand, Jenny shocked everyone, especially Lively. Instead of backing Blake's claims, she distanced herself entirely, allegedly refusing to be involved in the case. Realizing their plan was falling apart, Blake's lawyers scrambled to adjust their strategy, only to be met with a firm rejection from the judge. Their plea for more time was swiftly denied, with the court allowing them only a single extra day to submit their amendment. The look of defeat on Lively's legal team was undeniable, shoulders slumped, heads down, realizing that their strategies were failing one after another. The hypocrisy that cost Lively's team everything. Just when things couldn't get worse for Blake's side, Justin Baldoni's legal team delivered a knockout punch that left the courtroom stunned. Lively's team had been trying to justify their extension request by pointing to a separate legal case involving publicist Jed Wallace, claiming it complicated their proceedings. However, Baldoni's attorney, Brian Friedman, came in swinging with receipts. He exposed a major misrepresentation by Lively's team. They had painted Wallace as the reason for their delay, but in reality, it was Blake Lively herself who had filed legal action against Wallace first. Documents revealed that Blake had initiated legal action in Texas on January 21st, 2 weeks before Wallace even responded with his own lawsuit. With this revelation, the entire courtroom was left in silence. The hypocrisy was undeniable. Lively's team had tried to manipulate the court, but Friedman wasn't about to let them get away with it. Judge Lyman was far from amused, and with that, Lively's request for more time was completely shut down. Baldoni's team goes on the offensive and wins big. After crushing Blake's legal team in court, Baldoni's lawyers took things one step further, bringing the battle into the public eye. In a bold and unexpected move, Baldoni's team launched a website dedicated entirely to the case. This wasn't just a news update. It was a full-scale digital archive filled with legal complaints, a 168-page timeline of events, never-before-seen text messages between Blake and Baldoni. The website allowed anyone following the case to examine the hard evidence themselves, and it completely dismantled Lively's attempt to control the narrative. Realizing how damaging this could be, Blake's lawyers panicked. They rushed back to court, begging the judge to have the site taken down, arguing that Baldoni's team shouldn't be allowed to publicly share evidence like this. But the court saw right through it. The judge flat out refused their request, pointing out that Blake's team had been the first to take their battle to the public. They had already used major media outlets like the New York Times to spread their version of the story, so why should Baldoni's team be silenced when they finally fought back? At this point, it was clear, every move Blake's team made was backfiring, one after another. Ryan Reynolds gets pulled into the scandal. As if the case wasn't messy enough, Blake's husband, Ryan Reynolds, was suddenly dragged into the drama. Among the documents revealed in court, one particular text exchange stood out, a message Ryan allegedly sent to Baldoni, praising his work on It Ends With Us. This is going to be incredible. I happen to adore you, Justin. At the time, it was just a friendly, supportive message. But now, given the ongoing lawsuit, the text carried a completely different weight. With Reynolds now tangled in the case, the stakes were higher than ever. The $400 million nightmare that could ruin Lively and Reynolds. At this point, Lively's legal team must have been wondering just how much worse things could get. Their tactics had failed, their credibility was questioned, and now a massive financial storm was looming. A staggering $400 million was on the line. This wasn't just about legal fees anymore, this was career-shattering. Even for two of Hollywood's biggest stars, losing that kind of money would be devastating. It could force a complete reassessment of their future projects, endorsements, and investments. At this rate, the real question wasn't whether Blake would lose, but how much more her team could take before completely collapsing. The verdict: is this the end for Blake Lively? With every ruling, every revelation, and every strategic blunder, it looks like this case is slipping further out of Lively's control. So, what's next? Will Blake's team find a way to turn things around? Or is this the beginning of the end for her legal battle, and possibly her career? One thing's for sure, Hollywood has never seen a courtroom showdown quite like this. Call to action. What do you think? Now, we want to hear from you. Do you think Blake Lively still has a fighting chance? Or has Justin Baldoni secured the ultimate legal victory? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget, subscribe for the latest updates, exclusive details, and all the jaw-dropping Hollywood drama you don't want to miss. This story is far from over.